Mark Lamkin joins us in the studio this morning. We're talking about the 5 urban myths of personal finance. And I have to point out Mark's fabulous Cardinal U of L sweater. Mark, is that a custom sweater?
I hope this isn't as ugly as the game's going to be. I'm just not sure.
But I have to ask you, a lot of people want to know, where'd you buy the sweater at?
Find anything. In Bullitt County, I got it with a free fill-up.
Oh, really? No, that's not true. Did you find that thing on the internet?
You can get anything on the internet, Sterling.
All right, let's get right into our segment. 5 urban myths of personal finance. We're going to start with the rich always get tax breaks. Is that true?
You know, that's actually a myth, Sterling. If you look, H&R Block came out with a great study that said the average taxpayer in America pays $460 more in taxes than they should because they haven't got the right tax breaks.
Really?
Yeah, and actually, if you'll just Google the tax breaks, I mean, whether it's starting a home, starting a family, education tax credit, daycare tax credits, there's 9 good tax credits that are often overlooked that you can get right on the internet. Make sure you use them.
All right, always buy a home. Now, we've talked about this topic before, and you say...
Right. This is a really important topic because, you know, most people, it ends up being their largest investment. But if you're not going to be in this house for longer than 3 or 4 years, it may limit your career mobility. It used to be a no loss type deal in real estate. It's no longer the case. 2008 meltdown showed us you can lose money. And also, don't be afraid to rent, but don't buy the biggest house in the best neighborhoods or even the worst neighborhood, the best house. You're going to end up losing money.
All right, Social Security won't be there.
You know, I saw a great poll that says more people our age believe in UFOs and think Social Security is going to be there, right? Good news is, in 2019, we'll start paying out more than we're putting in. By 2033, you've heard Social Security will be bankrupt. But here's the good news. If benefits with money coming in can be paid at the 77% level, so it won't go completely bust. There's going to be some form of Social Security there. We just don't know how much. When you're doing a financial plan at our age, plan on getting half of it, and that'll be a safe zone for you.
I know I have a lot of friends that say this. I'll make up my retirement savings later on in life. I have too many bills right now. I have a car payment and other things.
I hear that so much. And it's, you know, Einstein said that compound interest is like the 8th wonder of the world. Let me give you a quick example. A 25-year-old that puts $500 in an investment, adds $100 a month, and earns just 8%, which is less than the markets have. At 65, they'll have $337,000.
Wow.
If you just wait to 35, just 10 years later, 35 is still pretty young, you can invest 5 times as much. 5 times as much, Sterling, and at the same age, you'll have $167,000. Start early.
So don't drive the BMW. Drive the Ford Focus. Is that what you're telling me, Mark?
I don't mind depending on your earnings. You need to sell the 4Runner and get you something in this decade.
All right, sounds good. It's okay to borrow from my 401k.
You know what? 20% of folks that have a 401k borrow from that. Here's the problem with it, Sterling. You're borrowing pre-tax money. You're paying it back with after-tax money. You're going to end up paying taxes twice. And here's the bad news. If you somehow don't pay that loan back or you get fired from your job or move, if you're below 59.5, not only are you going to owe those back taxes on it, but you're going to lose that 10% penalty. You're going to lose half of it. Don't gamble with your retirement. Use that as that sole thing that you don't gamble, max it out, don't borrow from it because life has a tendency to change. You'll lose half of it.
That it does. Mark Lamkin, thank you very much for talking 5 urban myths when it comes to personal finances. You can find more information on our website, WDRB.com.